Hello everyone and welcome to episode 4 of Modern Minecraft. In this episode, I'm going to make JOLIET prison. This place is well known for its messed up history and paranormal activity, and this is going to be one of my biggest projects yet. So let's get into it. Right, so first things first, I gotta find a place for the schematic. It's quite a large schematic, so I gotta find a good place. Alright, while the schematic is loading, I settled on this place right here to place it down. And also, since I promised you guys to do this, peaceful is going off. Peaceful is now off and hostile mobs can now spawn. And I also prepared a little, as you can see, because I got a sword and I got a lot of bread. Right, let me look at the material list now. And I'm gonna need a lot. For shellstone, you need snail shells. You can only get them by killing snails. And I'm not doing that, so I added my own recipe. But anyway, I need to smoothen out the terrain first, so the JOLIET prison actually fits on here, and it's nice and flat. So let's go. Okay, I'm going to take a little break from filling this area in and flattening it out. I already did a decent part, like right here and right here. But I'm gonna take a quick break because I'm gonna make an iron farm. You might think, Splutchy, you already have an iron factory. Why do you need an iron farm? Well, dear viewer, the iron factory is way too slow, and it'll take me 5 years to actually get the amount of iron I need. So I'm going to make an iron farm and AFK it overnight. Alright, so I just returned, and I hear a golem dying, so I think that means the farm worked. Alright, after way too long, I finally got all of it. Now it's just a local metal left. And the cauldrons as well. And also I forgot to mention the 378 flat grey riveted local metal. I need to get that as well, so that'll be fun. Alright, while getting dye, I did get a bit distracted, so we might have 3 new pets. We've got 3 mantis shrimps, and as always, comment the names for them and maybe yours will be picked. Anyways, I dyed all the local metal I needed to. I think it's in this backpack right here. And yes, I found another. Now let me put all of this into the chest now. Alright, I think what I'm gonna focus on now is the shellstone. And you might think, this is really hard to get. And it's actually pretty easy. If I just find like a calcite mountain, I think there's a whole calcite biome, and I just mine a lot, I can get a lot of calcite instantly. But I think I'm gonna need some enchants for this, otherwise it's gonna take really long. So I think I'm gonna try to get some efficiency on my pickaxe and make an enchanting setup. So let's go. Alright, so I went to the calcite mountain and there wasn't any calcite there, it was just chalk, and I think arts and crafts actually changed that. But not all hope is lost, because the hot springs from Biomes of Plenty also has a calcite. So let me go there. Alright, I finally made it to the hot springs biome. And look at that, all calcite. So earlier, I didn't record this, but I found 2 allays, and these can be perfect for mining the calcite. But first, let me sleep real quick. Okay, there. Now, what my plan was... And look, for example, right here, I can grab 2 calcite blocks real quick. Give them the calcite. If I do this... Look at that. Getting calcite so fast. I just have to repeat this for a while. So let's get to work. Little did I know, this would be the start of the absolute hell of block collection. This wasn't even that bad at the start, but getting all the calcite already took 2 hours. So how long is the rest gonna take? Just like that, I got all of the calcite. And now, I just need to craft all of this into the shell stone. So let's get to work. Alright, I filled the first backpack. That's the second backpack or double chest full. That's the third chest full. Alright, so I used all the calcite I currently have and I got about this far. And I need a little more, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a full backpack again and maybe some extra. So let's do that. Alright, that's another thing full. Now I just need a little extra and then all the shell stone is done. Alright, I think I got the last of the shell stone I need to get. So, let me put everything in the chest now. Alright, I put all the shell stone bricks and the normal shell stone in here. So let's see if I have enough. And I do. That took way too long, but I did it. Alright, so in this moment, I made another massive mistake. You may have noticed, there was like a warning at the top, which said the chunks weren't loaded. And my render distance is at 4, but the build is way bigger than that. So the moment I turned it up, I realized I need a lot more. Okay, there seems to be some stuff that hasn't rendered and which is missing. Okay, let me get the stuff that I missed now. Alright, so this project ended up being way harder than I thought and I knew it wasn't going to be easy. Also, I already got some of the calcite and I finally did it, guys. I got a mending villager. So, I'm going to enchant my pickaxe with mending now. And I won't have to waste diamonds every time I need to repair it. Alright, so I think I have enough calcite now, so I'm gonna craft all of this into the shell stone I need. Alright, so I need a lot of quartz here, but I just realized it's automatable. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put JOLIET prison aside for a little bit, and I'm going to make a Scorchia factory. So let's go. Alright, I designed the factory. So I'm gonna get the schematic of it real quick. There we go. Let me find a place for this now. Alright, so I'm going to need to flatten out this area first. Alright, so I got all the gunpowder I need, so let me get the checklist now. Okay, that's not bad. Now you might be wondering, how do you get onyx? Well, it's basically just... what's it called? It's basically just granite warped. And warping is basically just throwing something through a nether portal. And I think I have some extra granite in my chest. So I'm gonna start off with getting the onyx and then we'll get all the other stuff I need to. So let's get to work. Alright, so I think I'm gonna do the ebony stuff next. Alright, so I think I'm gonna get the Zelkova stuff now. And I already have the nature's compass leading to the biome where I need to go. So let me start heading there. Alright, I made it to the biome and I already see some of the trees. So let me cut some of these down and take the saplings back so I don't ever gotta go here again. Alright, all the stuff I have left right now is all the create stuff. So I'm gonna begin getting that. Alright, that should be the last thing I need. Yep. That's everything done. Let's get this thing building now. Alright, I'm just gonna leave this running, and then I'll come back when it's done. Alright, the factory is finished. Now, what I need to do is this thing needs wood so it can make charcoal and into black dye, because it needs that for the recipe. So, what I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna have to hook up this belt to the tree farm that's all the way over there. Alright, I put in the lava and the water. But let me test it out for real this time. Just like that it works. Alright, so now I can get back to work on the main project, which is the Joliet prison. So now that we got most of the storage shack covered, because I'm gonna let this run overnight, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some of the copycat blocks. Oh hell no! The ops are invading my house. I'm scared. I'm gonna need some way to take them out. So I want to kill them, but I also don't want to start a raid. Well, I guess we're doing a raid, guys. Yep, there it is. Alright, guys. Time to do a raid. Time to protect my land. Okay, that was easy. Alright, I think I fixed it. Anyway, let me craft all the scorchia into all the blocks I need now. Just like that, all of the scorchia is done. And I have, let me just say, a lot left over. If I need it in any future projects, I can just grab it out of this chest or turn the farm on again. Because this thing is literally so fast. I can turn it off right now because the item vault is gonna be filled in no time and I don't want that happening. Anyway, let me put all of this into the chest now. Alright, that's all of the scorchia finished. I think what I'm gonna focus on now is all the bricks. Like these and these. And these, of course. And also, you may see I need some shell stone, but I got all of this and I can just put it in right away. So I'm gonna do that as well. Alright, I got the mending and the silk touch book. Now I just gotta be lucky with the enchantment. Yeah, okay. And no fortune as well. That's actually so good. Because it's a silk touch pickaxe anyway. But the most expensive part is probably gonna be putting on the silk touch and the mending. Alright, now I got this, so if it gets damaged a lot I can repair it. And I can avoid making another pickaxe. I'm gonna keep this mending in here as well as an extra. Alright, so now I need to go mine 110 stacks of stone. No, not 110, 112. So I'm gonna find a place to dig out now and I'm gonna get to work. That's the last backpack full and the extra stone. I got all of the stone now. Alright, that's all of the stone done. I'm gonna focus on getting the concrete and the beds now. And the glow group as well. Alright, so by far, the stone was the worst part of the project. and you'll see why later. Alright, so I just finished getting all the concrete powder and all the wool for all the beds, and I'm gonna craft the beds later. And also, I installed a little data pack that lets you do something cool. If I quickly craft a cauldron, I haven't tested this yet, but if I throw this in, it should instantly concrete. It should instantly harden. Hold on guys, give me a second. Alright guys, I got it to work. So now if I throw this in, there. It uses a layer of water, but I got a whole stack, so I'm gonna repeat that till every one of these is hardened. Got a new pet. Hold on, let me get the other one as well. There we go. Let me take them back now. Right, so I got 2 new pets. I got 2 sparrows. Oh my god, finally I got everything. That took like a month. And filling this in took so long too. So, I'm not actually gonna record a time lapse of this building, because it's about a 9-hour build. So I'm gonna let this thing run for a while, maybe even overnight. And I'll come back when it finishes. Alright, so this building part was the worst thing by far. You know how I mentioned earlier that the stone was the worst part? Well, here's where it comes. It kept asking for 50 stacks of stone over and over and over. And getting 50 stacks of stone takes like an hour. So you see how that stacks up. So instead of 9 hours, the build took 1.5 days. And stone isn't the only thing it asked for. It asked for tripwire hooks, glow goop, come on. It was a process, but I made it. And here's the ending result. I had successfully made JOLIET prison in modded Minecraft. This project took really long, and if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. It helps out a ton and I would really appreciate it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.